Hello everyone, Kiaway with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. This one is with basically the 4 main characters you need to kill Galactic Legends. They are Jedi Knight Revan, Shaak, Yoda, and Jedi Luke. And depending on which Galactic Legends you're facing will determine who the 5th is. Against Rey, and these videos are going to be mainly Rey because I already made a video with against Supreme Leader Kylo. But at the end of this this train here of videos, there's going to be one that I throw in that is against Supreme Leader Kylo. And I also added in some footage because I promised a couple days ago on my Supreme Leader Kylo video with Jedi Knight Revan countering him that I had a counter to Rey featuring Old Ben. And unfortunately it just wasn't consistent enough, so I'm not going to really endorse it that much. I think it'll work well against if it's just a straight Rey team with just resistance, but against these mishmash teams with Gas and Watt and Jedi Knight Luke and GK and Jedi Knight Revan, it wasn't consistent enough for me to really endorse it. So I do have footage of showing that of it working, and one specifically against I think it's all resistance team, and that actually works pretty well against that with Jedi Knight Luke lead. But this team by far is really consistent for me. I use it climb all day today in arena against Rey, and it is fantastic. So like I said, the core 4 against the Galactic Legends are going to be Shaak, Yoda, Jedi Knight Luke, and Jedi Knight Revan as the lead. And then the 5th again is going to be either Gas if you're going up against Rey, and if you're going up against Supreme Leader Kylo, then it's going to be Old Ben. And so you'll see footage. This one features Jedi Knight Luke on the team. Actually, this team is pretty tough. This Rey team with Jedi Knight Luke is actually in place of Watt. I think it's tougher than the Watt variant. But there we go. There is a victory, which is awesome. So I'm excited about this because you can basically flip-flop depending on which Galactic Legend you're facing. As long as you have the core 4, you can then put in the 5th that you need. So we're going to start out by targeting direct focusing Rey, and obviously the goal is to get her out of the match as soon as possible. I'm kind of deciding what I want to do. Do I want to cover Gas, or do I want to have him be called to attack? Because my concern was I don't want to put Rey in damage immunity right away. My goal on this battle was to see if I could just take her out in one blow. Ultimately, I decided let's just go ahead and attack her, which we do. So we want to give Master's Training to Gas for his damage output, and I've been going back and forth to where, is stun better there, or is it better to get Jedi's Will onto Gas? And really, I think it's better to get Jedi's Will onto Gas, so that when you come back around to here, when you come back around to Gas, he has those extra damaging buffs that can basically wreck anybody, including Rey. This team, obviously, with Jedi Knight Revan in the lead, has really good survivability, and then Yoda's there to help out. Usually you would think, Rey's in her ultimate stance, game over. But that is not the case with this team. And actually, I've remodded my Gas, just as a heads up. I was doing lots of protection, so I had a protection arrow and a protection cross. And he, with about 8,500 offense, I have since added an offense cross and made him a little slower, more offensive than my Gas. So he's rocking around 9,600 offense, and it seems to make a big difference. He has really good survivability, so Boom! There goes Rey. He's putting out huge damage. When you couple the Master's training, and then also with Shaak Ti providing offense up, and then when you're able to have Jedi's Will on there as well, he it's just, it is a wrecking machine, that is for sure. This battle again is featuring Jedi Knight Luke in it instead of Watt. So once you get Rey down, it's kind of up to you who you want to go against or try to take out next. Sometimes you're kind of forced to go after GK just because of his taunt. You should see gas, wreck gas. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then Jedi Knight Luke puts out huge damage as well. But really, it's nicer if you could take out Jedi Knight Revan first, just to eliminate the whole revive, the savior being triggered. So usually I try to go after Jedi Knight Revan, but sometimes it's just not possible. All right, so this is the Watt version of this team. I guess I've heard it be called the Titans team. I don't know if that's the correct one with Watt or if it's the one with Jedi Knight Luke. I don't know. But this is obviously a popular team in Arena. I don't think anybody would actually run this in GAC or in Territory War, because you're just splitting up so many teams. I don't know if you could avoid or survive after having that type of sacrifice of that many teams. You got GK from Padme, you got gas taken away from the clones, but of course you can use Shaak Ti or even Rex lead to make it work. And then you got Jedi Knight Revan being taken away. Anyway, but this is obviously what we're facing in Arena, so this is what I get to practice against. There, I thought for sure I had Rey. She has like, what, 1 health or whatever. You will sometimes lose Jedi Knight Revan, but that's okay. Shaak Ti is really helpful because you can protect gas from the ultimate from Rey, so that she is not targeting him, because you do not want gas. You need his damage output. Look at that. Smash, smash. Adios, amigo. I love it. Love it. So here's kind of the same thing. We lose Hoda, unfortunately. But with Jedi Knight Luke and gas, you have plenty of offense to... I wish I need to slow that down to see how much damage that was. But he just smashed GK and gas. There's almost 100k damage right there on Jedi Knight Revan from Jedi Knight Luke. This is now the old band team that I told you about against all resistance. I have gas in there. Gas, like at the beginning, kind of acts as a tank, just because they're just coded to go right after gas. So as long as he's able to survive that initial brunt, and even if he's not, we got Jedi Knight Revan there to trigger Savior, so he'll be all right. We Jedi Knight Luke is there, put up a stun, slow them down, and then you got Old Ben, remove turn meter, put up ability blocks, which is huge, some offense down. If it lands, I do have a potency cross on him, and so I do like this team against the all resistance team, as I already mentioned, but just because of the speed that you get from the Jedi Knight Revan lead is pretty awesome, and then couple that with the offense that his lead gives as well. So I really think ultimately that's probably the better lead when you're going up against the Galactic Legends. But I will leave it at here. There will be another battle against the Titans team, as we'll call it, with Jedi Knight Revan, gas, I think it's Watt, and GK again, featuring Jedi Knight Luke, and he's able to get the win against it. But Jedi Knight Revan lead is just more consistent and is better. And then after that, as I had mentioned, there will be a Supreme Leader Kylo battle featuring this team, and then obviously Old Ben is in place of Gas, and it's just very consistent, very good counter against so far against these Galactic Legends. I will look forward to using this more against the full Resistance team, but I don't see why, if it can take down the Titans team, why it won't have any problems taking down a full Resistance team. But anyway, please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and leave a like. I'd greatly appreciate that. I will. I know people have been asking for against the Supreme Leader Kylo team, going for the Jedi Knight Luke, the Jedi Knight Revan lead. I think the best counter to Supreme Leader Kylo, the video I made the other day. If it works against 2 tanks, I do have footage of that, and it works just fine. Really was no issues. I have one going up against, there's Malik in there as well, and then also one with crew and the First Order Stormtrooper. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the whatever music I have playing, and you'll see the stats for my team at the end. Everyone have a fantastic day. TOA out.